Hello there, Cubs. It is I, Stray Cat, the one and only, coming to you with another episode of, well, technically, another episode of Destroy All Humans. But this is different. We're not doing it on the original game anymore. Oh, no. This one, we're doing on the remake. Complete and utter remake. Fortunately, it has a bit of a history because it's from the Embracer Group acquisition of THQ before all of that went down. But this remake of this and the second game, you can clearly see the love that went into this game. You can very clearly see it. They were really trying to make this one look and feel as good as possible. You can feel that they were trying to actually do that. It wasn't just about the money during these. Now, do I think we're going to ever get that sort of loving recreation like that again? Probably not. But I want to take us through this remake of the game just to give us a taste of what could have been if capitalism was not capitalism. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to play under a new game. This one's going to be Save Slot 3! Slave Shot? That's not right. Save Slot 3, thank you very much. As you can see, I already have a file from when I was testing to see if this was actually worth it. And oh boy, did I find it worth it. I spent so much time just blasting through the levels. Like I was back in the early aughts. Fucking. It was something else. That's the main reason why I want to share it. And I do like that additional feature there.
Hello, friends. Have you ever gazed up into the night sky and wondered at the possibility of life on other planets? What marvelous beings might exist out there, hands extended in friendship, awaiting the moment when we humans take our first tentative steps into space? What tales will be told of that glorious day when we are first contacted by our brothers from beyond the stars?
Right. Whatever you say, Hallie.
All systems go, General. 4.
Come on, baby, show us what you got.
3.
What the hell?
2.
What in the blue blazes is that?
1.
No, wait! Stop the countdown!
Kaboom. Well, so much for that. And of course, I gotta investigate. Guns drawn like all humans do. Primitive though they may be. Just look at how good the model looks. Bye-bye.
Incompetent fool. I should never have sent you.
What's shaking, Pox? You look a little, what's the word? Constipated.
Yeah, close enough.
Let's just say I hope you turn out to be less of an evolutionary dead end than your predecessor.
Oh.
You lost me.
Shall I tell you a secret? Few of our people know this, but the DNA patterns in our cloning banks are becoming more and more degraded with each new clone.
That's bad, right?
Only if we want to retain our immortality through cloning. Of course it's bad! I sent Crypto-136 in search of a planet we visited many eons ago. A planet seeded with pure Furon DNA. But I lost contact.
Oh no.
Let me get this straight. You sent me, him, Crypto-136, to a hostile planet, and he's disappeared. Maybe captured, maybe even being tortured as we speak.
Well, I wouldn't jump to any conclusion.
I bet you wouldn't. Let me tell you something, Pox. You're a smart cookie. But there's a time for thought, and there's a time for action. And this is one of those times.
Which?
The second one.
Perhaps you're right, 137.
Of course I'm right. You kidding me? A cryptosporidium captured by a bunch of monkeys? We gotta go in. We gotta crack some craniums. We gotta rescue me. Him, he's gotta rescue me. I gotta... Brains, man. When do I get to blow things up?
There you
Patience,
go.
Crypto, patience. I take your
There's the
point.
Crypto we know and love.
Prepare the mothership.
That's what I'm talking about. So, what's the name of this crummy planet?
Our destination. The planet Earth.
All right. Twinkling star in the sky. Where we zoom off to. Destination Earth. All right. And then we can go through the handbook, see all the stuff that's unlocked, which isn't much. Skin selection. Now, this is where the fun comes in. This is just the goofiest. Ain't no man. Worst nightmare. Just the goofiest. Just the goofiest stuff. His current new look. Frosty. Which is an interesting new look on him. The Krampus. Which, you know, not something you expect to see. Kind of holiday themed in and of itself. Classic Crypto, Crypto-136. Yeah. The Mutant, the Pale Rider, which is supposed to be a tie-in to the Darksiders 2. I'm pretty sure. But I need to get all the missions done in Mission 18 to unlock it on this file. That said, we still get a couple of cool options in the skins department. And Pox's lab we can't touch because we ain't got no DNA. We can do this. So I say let's do it. Oh, of course. Now you can tell it's a new recording session. Cause fuck my life. Anyway, Destination Earth. Alright, let's continue on with our Jack Nicholson impression. It's just a little bit more meandering. And oh look, all the cows. Smart enough to know that that ain't normal, but dumb enough to not want it. Not all cows are stupid, just, you know, most of them. Yes. And of course, first thing we step in.
Orthobox to Cryptosporidium 137. Come in, Cryptosporidium.
Crypto here. How's the view from the safety of the mothership?
Very funny. Let's just say I'm glad I'm up here and you're down there. Loathsome little planet. Now, Crypto, to ensure this invasion runs smoothly, it is imperative we identify the dominant life forms on this world. Those lactating bovoids are likely candidates.
I don't know about
Surely you don't mean those foul-smelling gas bags beyond the fence?
Yes, I'm afraid I do.
Oh, joy.
But they're covered in nipples.
Now, Cryptosporidium.
One would think that'd be enough to get you interested, Crypto. One would think. Alright.
And Crypto, do verify your suit is working under Earth's atmospheric conditions. Get a move on!
Alright. Alright. Yep, I'm able to jump. Can't use the jetpack yet, but I am capable of movement. And the camera, yep. Yeah, I'm not allowed to jump yet. Not until I get my jetpack.
We can peer into the minds of lower life forms via the Cortex scan. Rip the preliterate thoughts from their pathetic little brains.
Then we can just do a quick scan.
Moo? Primitive, yet profound. Scan another one.
Is it profound, though? Is it really that profound, Poxy?
Again with the moo? I think these lactating bovoids are trying to fool us.
Or maybe they're just stupid. Which is what I voted on, to be fair.
They eat with their mouths. I think I'm going to be violently ill.
Okay. Now I feel like Crowley
Attention,
and saying,
Earth
what else was we
creatures.
supposed to do?
This planet is now part of the Furon Empire. Your benevolent masters welcome you.
Uh-huh.
At this time, we wish to abduct you for the purpose of scientific research. The procedure will be protracted and invasive. Do you have any objections? Earth creature,
Oh, dear
I
God.
am
I did
addressing
not
you.
expect them to model
Respond or be
I
vaporized.
do not recall them modeling that part. And, yep.
I don't
That
care
is
how many stomachs you have. I don't have time for this.
We Furons have evolved the astounding power of psychokinesis, Crypto.
Yes, we have.
Target an object or creature, then lift it into the sky.
Use PK to finish off the belligerent bovines. Slam them into the ground. Curse these creatures.
And I gotta drown at least one in the lake, which is right here. So
Superb!
easily done. And now,
Good work, Crypto.
ta-da! Oh.
Martha, you didn't tell me we was having barbecue for dinner.
Oh, God.
Wait a minute,
forgot how
that
they
ain't
modeled the
steak.
faces.
That's holy mother. Martha, give me the shotgun.
This looks like a job for the Zapumatic. Fry that farmer.
Yep.
Let me go, you varmint.
Do this.
Put me down, you wily critter.
I was hoping I could. Alright.
Extract and collect the brainstem from what's left. You can consume the
Booyah.
brainstem and collect the Furon DNA.
And I will.
Harold, come on back. You gotta see this. They got a talking horse on the TV. I ain't never seen nothing like.
Uh-huh.
Ah! Little green spaceman!
Do I look green to
am
you?
not green.
I mean, I personally am green, but Crypto's not, so, I mean, technically I'm gray. Generally. Like he is, but, you know, I'm wearing green in my eyes. Technically, I'm a bit green, but not the point. As long as shields have energy that protect you from harm, a gauge showing the current charge appears when the shield isn't fully charged. When you get hit or touch water, shield energy depletes. Some impacts deal more damage than others, and it'll recharge after a few seconds. It turns red when it's out of energy. Anything that hits you after that is lethal. And collect brain stems to reduce the recharge delay. The saucer also has a shield, and you can drain on humans or vehicles to recharge that, which is a function that I am 95% sure the original game did not have. So, this is incredibly useful.
Be merciless! Let none survive!
Let none survive. Well, I can do that.
Drop the farmer deck!
I'm gonna take your brain, I'm gonna take yours.
Well,
Excellent work, Crypto!
And I'm gonna take your brain.
You're
You.
my idiot!
Take your brain real quick. I do not have any sort of jetpack. Any of the rest of this right now, which is aggravating.
Ow! What's this? Communist?
Good
Yeah,
work,
come.
Crypto!
That's what it is.
Evening, Ms. Turnip Seed. We got a call from Farmer Dixon over the other side of the state road. Said he heard some pretty strange noises coming from over this way.
Little
Yeah.
green spaceman!
What
all
is
over the
that?
place.
A
They
new
got
silo?
hell electrocuted him with a big old...
Crypto! That human law enforcement officer is attempting an unauthorized entry of your spacecraft.
Oh, joy.
If those pea-brains were to get their hands on your quantum deconstructor, they could rip a hole in the space-time continuum.
I mean, yeah. But I think you're giving them a little bit
Oh,
more
the
credit.
Furonity! Vaporize them, Crypto!
Kill the farmer's wife while using the chicken. And now I can use a jetpack. Hooray! Well.
Somebody there?
You have the right to get yours.
Case!
There we go. That's what
Nobody
I want.
tosses a down before me.
Crypto, my radar
Now all of
shows
a
more
sudden
humans
they talk
approaching.
with
Hurry to the saucer! Get in your flying saucer and annihilate everything in your path!
I mean, I could do that. Or I could slow up the carpenter measure by hand. There we go. And now I'll get in my saucer. You gotta let me have a little bit of my fun too on the ground, Poxy. Just a little bit.
Take a spin in your saucer, Crypto. Get a feel for the controls and then go ahead and start shooting!
Well, how could I
Destroy
resist
all
that?
buildings! Leave no trace! Bomb those monkeys back to the Stone Age!
Well, I mean, if you insist, I don't see why not.
Perfect!
This is for shits and giggles. Now we destroy things.
Nice shooting, Crypto!
Nice. Booyah. Here comes Iron.
Move out, man! Move! I don't know, but I've been told. Joe McCarthy's good as gold.
Joe McCarthy's good as gold.
Uh-huh.
Oh, great! The human military-industrial complex. We can't allow them to alert their leaders to our presence. Exterminate them! Now!
Open fire!
Yeah.
Crypto!
Like small
I
arms. are gonna do
hereby
much.
give you official permission to destroy all humans!
He said it! He said the name of the game! He said it! Okay. That's enough of that. That did pretty much die in a second. Oh, forgot.
There are more to the north in the bushes!
Forgot I could absorb brains. from here.
Replenish your saucer's shields by training any human vehicle.
Or any human. Which is, you know, also. I don't even have to use the death ray. I can just suck up brains from the safety of my ship. Not have to worry at all. Kinda nice, actually.
The humans are making a final push! Wipe them out once and for all!
Curious to see. Oh, it does. I'd never actually intentionally tried. That's actually cool. It actually causes damage to the trees as you're using it on the trees. That is interactivity that you just don't see in games anymore.
Perfect!
Primarily because they fired all the people who were capable of it, but not the point. I mean, yeah, no, that's kind of the point. Now I think about it. That's kind of the point of what I'm griping about, but also, you know, fun! Fun game! Ha 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 ha!
Excellent work, Crypto.
And done. All the wrecked vehicles and carcasses of what I've left behind.
Did you see what I saw? You bet your sweet ass I did.
What did you see?
Little green man in a flying saucer wiping out the best infantry unit in the U.S. Army.
Right, good. Me too. Green? Not gray?
Don't be a stiff.
Did
You know what it
anyone else
means?
notice that
Absolutely.
guy mentioned
What?
to Sweet Ass? and
It
also
means the
checked
paper's
out
got
on
it
the
right
way
for
down?
once.
Did anyone
Get
else
on the
notice
horn to
that?
Silhouette. We've
Just
got
me?
the worst case scenario.
The eggheads were actually onto something? I don't believe it.
Believe it, Roswell was only the beginning. The invasion is on.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I'm not delusional. I'm fairly certain that's what I saw. Not even joking. The slightest. Okay, well, I'm going to double check episode timer right now. Oh, not bad, actually. All right. So now we have completed all of the missions, so now we end up with extra DNA on top of the DNA I collected. Cattle mutilation pandemic. Farmer disappears amidst cow abuse allegations. And then who is the next Miss Rockwell? Find out on page 3. Nuclear bomb fallout shelter. Oh my god, that looks like a fucking septic tank. That's essentially what it is. Why the hell am I doing this accent now? I don't know. Because I'm stuck in Grover County Gazette. That's what I'm doing. Fucking save me. Save me now. This is just going to be nothing but accents and weird fucking bullshit from me.
Now then, I know what you're thinking. What can I, a lowly novice, do to help bring about the destruction of Earth and the inevitable reign of the Furon Empire? Well, I'll tell you. It was in the earliest days of the Empire we realized our species was doomed. Eons of waging war on inferior races with unregulated atomic weaponry had mutated our genes. We could not propagate due to our complete and utter lack of genitalia. Fortunately, a Furon ship happened upon Earth on its way back from destroying the Martians. Human society was young and nubile. Sailors on a foreign planet, letting off steam, one thing led to another. Long story short, every human being alive today has buried deep in his genetic code a strand of Furon DNA. Over the eons, we've learned to clone ourselves, but with each iteration, the information degrades, and the results are increasingly unpredictable. The Furon genes in humanity's DNA are ancient, uncorrupted. They represent the future of the Furon race. If only we can get at them.
If only. And then menu.
Welcome to my little laboratory. You may not have known this, but I flatter myself to be something of an inventor. In my spare time, I've been developing some truly impressive weapon and ability upgrades. I'd be happy to share them with you, if you've got something for me in trade. Say some of that delicious DNA you've collected.
Delicious. I mean, I can understand why it'd be tasty to them. A little bit. Zapomatic. Which things do I have unlocked? Just the Zapomatic stuff? Yeah, it's just the Zapomatic stuff, at least in the crypto department. Death Ray. You know, I don't really need my saucer all that much for the foreseeable future. I will need the Zapomatic because that's my main base weapon. So I'd say, I mean, it's either the arc splitter or the capacitor. Chaining to additional targets would help me get the most out of what charge I have, as opposed to just increasing the amount of charge I have. So you know what? I'm going to go with the arc splitter for the first upgrade. Because it chains to a few additional targets, and the first targets in the chain take the most damage. 9 times out of 10, what I'm firing at is going to be stunned while I'm waiting for the capacitor to recharge. And even if they aren't dead with the first shot, they'll be stunned long enough that I can charge back up, fire again. It's all done. And then I can continue that trend until everyone is dead. Hooray! Alright, and then the archives shows stuff like the Holopox deck, which basically shows the missions that we just did. The handbook, which then goes over all of the tutorial stuff should you need it, which I don't. And then Furogami, which is basically behind the scenes looks at everything they did for the remake. Drafting out the new models and the new way they would integrate those models and the engine. All of that. And then later on in later stuff that we will unlock, it'll show how they based it off of the textures that were from the original game, but amplified them using what tech they had newly available with this remake. It's really cool stuff. It's incredibly cool stuff. That is definitely something we're going to be getting some joy out of. But for right now, just like look at the way they were detailing how the ship would work and how the suit would work and all of that. And I'm sure some of this is like original, the original artwork stuff. It's so cool. It's absolutely cool as hell. The handbook is really just going over stuff that if you played the original game, you know. But at the same time, not all of it will be stuff you know. Because they did do some changes to how the game works. Like canceling psi power, for instance. You saw me do a little bit of that. Which allows you to stop from... what's the word I'm looking for? From the orange field that surrounds people if you're going to throw them. If you press Y, it'll stop that, so then you're just holding them. Instead of just holding to release and then throw them away. That's essentially all that is. I don't recall that being in the first game at all. So that's kind of nice. Saucer, all of that. The drain, which is, again, new. I don't recall the original game ever having a drain for the saucer. This is a game changer pretty much entirely. Because as I recall, in the game you had to rely on health pickups for the saucer. And that was maddening. It would drive you up a wall. You basically had to play as good as possible to avoid getting damage, because you would have... Then, if you got damage, you would have to wait on the gotcha, the gamba, that is essentially hoping that you can get a health pickup from a building or an enemy. Just maddening. That's how I remember it anyway. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. Who knows? We're talking about dangers, army, farmer, and then all of them. Yes, that's it. That's all the archives is, really. And now I can technically go back to Turnip Seed Farm to complete the abduction quest, which is technically just a quick mission to gain some DNA if I'm good enough at doing it. Which, I mean, in the early game, abduction is pretty easy for Turnip Seed Farm. But, as it is right now, I'm just kind of not feeling doing that right now. Actually, you know what? I feel like I've been expounding on the game so much, I kind of worn myself out a little bit. Just being so excited about it. So, I'm going to end the episode here for right now, actually. Just so I can be ready for the next one with a little bit more energy. So, I'm going to end this here for right now. Thank you all so much for watching. Click the subscribe button if you like these videos and you want to see more. And click the like button if you liked this particular video. Share and comment so we can bring more people into this community. Help the algorithm pick us up so we can bring more people in to continue talking about these games. And I will see y'all in the next episode. This has been the one, the only Stray Cat, playing games, destroying a random farm in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, because, you know, that's where I ended up, and, you know, had to deal with the atrocities that is the human condition in farmland area. And, you know, we're generally on a quest of revenge, so, you know, we were already on edge. That just set us off, and now we have to destroy all humans. That's kind of what the name of the game is. So, we'll get to that for me. And then, maybe, unfortunately, depends on if you count yourself as human, it's unfortunate for you.